We're back. Another video on a quite a special car, one that I really enjoyed doing. It's an M4, came to us from the dealer, from a real good client and friend of ours. Really likes car audio, likes a high level of fabrication, it likes output as well. We're not sort of known for big output cars, it's more sort of SQ, you know, sound quality based stuff. But these boys, you know, we can obviously build one that bangs, you know. And these boys love a bit of output, so I'm going to show you around this Audison Thesis based system. It's using DMI integration, so we've digitally attached to the most ring inside the car, not affecting any of the functionality of the car's OEM system or at all. When everything's closed and you're in there, other than the sound, you know, you're everything looks pretty much stock. So yeah, no functionality lost at all. In fact, gained. We've added AirPlay into the car via Wi-Fi as well, so he can play high res from his iPad or any device really that will support AirPlay, and off he goes. In fact, that's the majority of the way that he uses it. I doubt very much that the OEM system gets used once that's been experienced, Wi-Fi streaming direct to the processor, you know, and then straight out to the amplifiers via Cat5e, so digitally. You don't ever really look back, you know. You'd use the OEM system for nav and Bluetooth calling and stuff like that, but that's one button press away from changing it back over from the Wi-Fi source to the OEM source. Yeah, spec for the brief was but spec for the build was a high level of fabrication. Basically, it needed to be really nicely installed, and Mark's been over the moon with it. You know, it's a pretty serious build. What we're gonna do with this video as well, sorry to bang on, is we're gonna kind of prove how the ethos around all of our installations is to, when, you know, this is a high value kit, so when it should move from car to car with you. And what we're going to demonstrate with this is how we can return a car as such that came to us from the dealer, has had a high level of fabrication and installation, how we can return it completely back to stock without any sign of it ever being there. It just reverts it back to a brand new car, basically. So yeah, we'll shift on to that towards the end of the video, because the car's in with us at the moment for a reversion. It's been in for 2 years now, and it'll be moving into Mark's next project. So we're going to keep the kit for him and return him a lovely, fresh M4. Anyway, enough rattling on. We'll have a look around the car. Play you a track, you know. I'm not expecting it to blow you away, fire an iPhone 6 and a pip mic, but yeah, by all means. Cheers. Quite heavy on the carbon fibre in here because the M4 and the majority of newer M cars feature carbon fibre throughout. we matched the weave and the weave direction with the roof and the boot spoiler, so everything kind of from left to right, diagonal, across the installation and throughout really. Going over the system just briefly, it's two Thesis Quattros running left and right, so there's the separation between the left and right channels, bridged on the mid-bass, mid-range and tweeter active. Subs are running from an Uno during the walk around video. You see the centre where the Audison badge that we fabricated for the install. It's underneath there. That opening is there. It's purposeful because there's 11 fans in the boot of this car. There's 2 inducing air from outside on the right hand side, 2 extracting air on the left hand side, and 6 or 7, there's 1 mounted to each amplifier. There's 3 underneath the floor, just agitating the air underneath the floor to bring it up through that centre hole. So it's a purposeful thing, and it keeps the boot temperatures at around 35 degrees. The amplifiers can get up to sort of 70, 75 degrees. They're Class A amps, they can get really hot. So a matching Alcantara to match the leather on the inside, and then vinyl finishing, edge-lit plexi. As you can see, it's quite a high level of fabrication in the boot. It's quite nice. There's no rattles, anything of the sort really. Pretty special system. DRC's in the centre panel, as you can see. It's DRC MP. It works well with the bit processor and the amplifier, so you can actually get control of the amps from the Thesis amps allow you control via DRC. It's a little bit technical, but doable. Means a lot to me, this build. Especially coming direct from the dealer on the customer's behalf, and having been in here for a while, and it sounds great in here. It gives him the output that he wants, and the quality that we want. So. Obviously all the kit we've installed, all the kit we supply and fit really, you can get in touch, info@studioincar.com, or 01489 877 987 is the phone number. Get in touch and subscribe and do things that YouTube people want you to do. Cheers. One more thing before I go. I'm going to try and time-lapse the reversion back to stock in this car. I say try because I've never done a time-lapse over a sort of long duration before, so excuse any flaws in that, but we'll give it a go, and it should make for some interesting watching, and then I'll do a sort of run around of the car when it's back to standard, just to sort of show you how it really is unaffected. All right. So that's now the M4 returned to stock. I'm gonna show you around quickly, have a quick look at it. It's all nice and fresh again. Everything in order. So that's the M4's reversion done. She'll now go off, and yeah, next one will come in, system will go into that. Cheers for watching.